welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, a very, very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Today's episode is my weekly podcast, so I will be covering any updates, any finished objects, any works in progress that I've worked on in the last week or so, any cast-ons and any acquisitions. There is something in every single category today, so stay tuned, it's exciting. And I don't know why my eye has started leaking. But anyway, firstly, before we get stuck in, how are we all today? I hope that you're all doing well and that you've had a really, really lovely week so far. My week has been, well, I don't know how my week has been because this is being filmed on Saturday. Saturday gone. So the week that I've currently had, I feel like my body knows when I'm going on holiday, because at the end of the work day, the last day when I'm about to finish, I just get really, really tired. And then when I'm finished, I'm like, oh, yes, my body knows. It does, doesn't it? It definitely knows. I also feel a bit nasal today. I mean, that's usually the case with me. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am quite a nasal person. Yeah, it's really annoying. I'm one of these people that when I go running, everyone's like, oh, breathe through your nose. I can't. As soon as I go running, my nose instantly blocks. So I can't breathe through my nose. I have to breathe through my mouth. I don't know if I'm the only person that this happens to, but it's very frustrating when I'm listening to my, I've got the Garmin Coach, but when I used to do the, was it Couch to 5K? I think I used to do that. That's what first got me into running, quite a few years ago now. And they were always like, oh, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, I think it was. And I was like, I cannot breathe in through my nose. It is blocked. I can't do it. And I don't know why. It's really annoying. I can breathe out through my nose underwater, but yeah, for some reason when I'm in normal air, I can't breathe through my nose. It's really, really strange. But yeah, anyway, massive tangent there. It's going to be quite a chatty video today, I'm afraid. I do have a lot to get through though, so I could do with getting a move on, else this is going to be a real long video. Right, okay, I will get started and we're going to start with updates. So the first update that I have for you, well, the only update I have for you is that my Behind the Seams episode 7 is out now, and again, my apologies for the change in schedule. It just did not make sense to put this video before Behind the Seams. Purely because I'd done loads of work after finishing that Behind the Seams video, and it just didn't make sense to kind of jump back in time for this video. Do you know, a lot of time bending here. I do apologise, it is a bit confusing, but it just made sense to have it this way around. So Behind the Seams episode 7 is out. I will put a card up here. If you haven't already seen it, please go check it out. I was quite successful that week. Yes, I was very successful actually. So yeah, as I say, I'm still really, really enjoying them. And I am quite looking forward to getting the puzzle mystery quilt done, because for those who don't know, Behind the Seams, I started it when I started making the Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery quilt, Tree of Life. And each month I got a clue, it's still going on, I don't know why I'm giving it past tense here, but each month you get a clue for the, I've got it here actually, may as well, a little sneak peek for you. So the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, and each, oh, I've got some extra yarn, well, I've got yarn in here, I don't know why. So each week you get some fabric, each month you get some fabric, and then you get a schematic on how to put it together. So that is that. And I've just realised I've not actually put it in my works in progress, so I'll show it now in the update section. But yes, so you get, this is clue 7. You get the fabric pre-cut and everything, and then you just get the schematic on how to sew it all together. So this was clue 7. That was only made one of those, but made 4 of these. And I really, really like it. I really like this colour palette actually. I wanted a fabric that wasn't too busy in terms of pictures, and this is lovely. If you can just see, it's just loads of different what look like bubbles anyway, in different colours. There is another fabric that is with it. In fact, I can show you my fabric thing there, so you can see that they're busy fabrics, don't get me wrong, but they are all in keeping with each other. There's not anything that's too out there. I'm not ready for that. But I'm really, really happy with it and I really like it. So that is that. And as I say, behind the seams at the minute is going through, was because of the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt. And I go through my to-do list for the day, have a crafty day, go through my to-do list, get as much done off my to-do list as possible. And yeah, and as I say, it started because of the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, but I did say a couple of weeks ago that I really do feel like I'm going to carry it on, and I am. I think I've said that several times as well. I am going to carry it on when the Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt is finished, so I'm looking forward to getting it finished, but behind the seams is here to stay. So yes. Right, okay, I have a lot to get through today, and I'm really dancing around getting it to you. So we're going to start with the finished objects, and I do have a cheeky one for you. It's technically not finished, but I'm classing it as finished because the bit that needs doing is not much, so it's finished in my eyes. So what I have for you are my Duvet Days socks, and these are by So Happy Creative. Here they are. I don't know how to, I'll show you one at a time. There we go. So these are crochet socks, the first pair of crochet socks that I have ever made, with help from the absolutely wonderful Michelle from Shell Star Stitches. Please check her channel out, she's fantastic. And yeah, she helped me out massively with these. I was stuck on the heel and I was stuck for ages, but Michelle, I have finished them. Check me out. I'm so pleased. I wouldn't say messed up, but I have done something a little bit different, because this is the second sock that I did, and I think that's where I got to the last time you saw it, or it could have been here. I can't remember, and I didn't go back and double check, so I left both markers in because yeah, why not? But yes, so I managed this heel and I did a good job. I'm pretty pleased with that heel. The thing that I have done slightly different, as you can see, this is the reason why it's technically not finished. The ends aren't sewn in on this sock. They are on this sock. This sock is completely finished apart from being blocked. Need to sew in the ends and then I can block them both, and then that's great. But yeah, this one particular, the ribbing at the top here, I should turn it around, there we go. The ribbing at the top here, I think I've done one row less than the other sock, but if you hold them up together, it doesn't look like I have, and that's because actually I'm just double checking now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, so I've done one row less on this sock than I have on this sock, but I dropped a crochet hook size for this, but this one is actually really, really tight to get over my foot. So I thought if I keep the same hook size, this might have been a mistake by the way, if I keep the same hook size, then it might not be as tight to get over my foot. I haven't actually tried it on since finishing the sock, so it might not fit at all, but oh no, I tried it on before I started the cuff, so I know the sock fits, but it's just whether or not the cuff is okay. It might fall down. Sorry, hang on. It's really annoying. There we go. Right, there we go. So it might fall down, I don't know, but there is one less row because I wanted them to be the same height, but I knew because I was using a bigger hook on this one that I would achieve that height quicker than I would with the smaller hook. So that's what I've done, and they're done. So I'm really, really pleased. And yeah, I mean, they took me long enough, but when you actually sit down and work on them, they don't take that long. So yeah, I quite like them. I am quite pleased. Whether I'll do another pair, I don't know, because I feel like, I mean, they're lovely. They are lovely. And I feel like they're going to be bed socks because they're really cozy and cushiony and just really nice. But I do think I prefer knitting socks, although the process is a lot longer because these are in DK weight yarn as well. The yarn, my apologies, is by Siobhan's Crafts. I don't have the colourways on me. I think one was violet, so I think this is violet. I think. I can't remember, and I'm not sure if this one had a name or not because it was one of her mystery bags. So I made socks out of them and I absolutely love them. Yeah, they look really nice, don't they? So really pleased with those, really happy. But as I say, I think I do prefer knitting socks, but because I know how quick these actually these come together, I might make another pair at some point. We'll see how I feel, but yes, needless to say, one finished object, obviously, just gotta sew in those ends and block, and then yeah, I can get wearing them. But yeah, I'm happy to class those as done because yeah, why not? Give myself a break. Right, we are on to the next section, which is works in progress. I have a fair amount to show you today. Some of it you will have seen purely because of my behind the scenes episode 7. You will have seen some of these before, but I wanted to include them in the podcast just in case there are some of you out there who don't particularly who watch just my podcasts and don't watch behind the scenes and so on and so forth. So I thought I'd just show you them, and some of them have actually had extra work done on them. But for example, this first one I should say, is the Dotty Cardigan by All About Amy. So this is the back panel. Helps if I unfold it, there we go. That's the back panel. And that back panel is done. It's been done for a little while now, but I keep saying this, I need to get a wiggle on with it. So I will be working on this today because I got a new laptop. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy, and it plays games beautifully. So I'll be playing games today, and I will grab this and I'll do some work on this. That's my plan. But okay, so here is the front panel, the first front panel, and this is all I've done so far. But if I show you, this is where I got to in the last podcast, and then in behind the scenes you will have seen that I actually finished off this front panel and cast off. So I'm really happy that I've done that. The yarn is Stylecraft Special Chunky, and it's in the colourway Parchment, and it's 100% acrylic. And I've said this many times, but this is the yarn that I've used for every single one that I've made of these cardigans, and I have made, this will be my 4th, I believe. I keep forgetting, but I absolutely love this. It's really nice, and this is a gift for a friend, so this is why I really need to get a serious wiggle on. She hasn't pressed me for it or anything like that. It was, you know, she's been extremely good about it, but she has asked me, and I do really want to get it finished and get it gifted to her before Christmas. I think that's the deadline I'm giving myself, because it'd just be really nice. I'm nervous about it because I get very nervous about making something for someone else, especially a garment, because I'm still learning and feeling my way around my own size and making things for myself and making sure that things fit me. So the confidence to make something for someone else who is a different size to me, it's quite nerve-wracking, especially when I don't see them that often. And she has sent me her measurements, but yeah, it still makes me very nervous. The nice thing I would say about the Dotty Cardigan, so the Dotty Cardigan by All About Amy, is it is an oversized boxy cardigan. It has a button band, but it doesn't have buttons. So, you know, it's technically an open cardigan, just a nice slouchy cardigan. So you can get away with a bit with this. I have made one for my cousin in this colour, which is why I've also got this colour for myself, because I love this colour, it's beautiful. My one's in green. I made a green one for another friend who is the same size as me, so that's fantastic. Her name is also Emily. We are the troublesome twosome. And yeah, I made one for her because she kept putting mine on, and I was like, she's going to go home with that, so I might make her one. So I did. And yeah, I made one for my cousin. The only thing that I would say with making this for someone else is the sleeve length. That's the only thing. I think as long as you've got the idea of the size, then you know kind of how you've got a bit more wiggle room, because it is an oversized cardigan is what I'm trying to say, but it is the sleeve length that you've got to think about. But yeah, I think I am still extremely nervous about making things, so I always find excuses for not finishing things. This is my issue, you see. We'll get to some more of this in a minute. But yeah, absolutely love that project. I do highly recommend it. Every time I look at it, I just think, yeah, it's a good one. That is a really good one. And I've got another front panel to do, so I'll probably cast that on today. Then I've got the 2 sleeves, and then I've got the button band, so that's great. In fact, that reminds me, I need to message my friend and ask her sleeve length, arm length. That's gonna be quite difficult actually, but anyway, that's a me problem. Dotty Cardigan by All About Amy, highly recommend it. Okay, so the next one is, yes, it's living in this bag now. It's not a Toft item, but it's living in this bag. I've managed to squish it all in this bag. So these are the I will get there, hang on. The Emotional Support Chickens by The Knitting Tree. Now, you will have noticed, well, you may have noticed something. I have actually put the eyes in now. So all of the chickens have eyes. There are only 2 here. I'll show you for why in a moment. But one is the purple one is the teal one. And these are, one is for me, purple one's for me. And then the other 2 are gifts. So I have finished off all the, I mean, it looks like a mess here, but I finished off all the combs and wattles. They're all done and good to go. Got all the bases. There's only 2 here. Again, you'll see for why in a moment. And I have started sewing up one of them. So it looks a little bit of a mess at the minute, but here it is. You can see it's got its little wattle on. I haven't put the comb on yet. I'll probably put the comb on when it's finished, but its head is stuffed. So that is that. Its eyes look a little wonky. I don't know if that's just me. It took me ages to put those eyes in. Oh, stuffing in my mouth. But yes, so I have started sewing it up. It looks a little bit of a mess, but once the stuffing is in there, it will pad it out and make it real nice. But yes, so that's been taking me quite some time because I had a lot of ends to sew in, as you can see here. That's what's taking me ages. I don't know what I was thinking actually, because I think I said in my behind the seams episode 7 about these, and that because I'd run out of stuffing, so I didn't have enough stuffing to make these. And I basically said that I wanted, if I had the stuffing, they would have gone on the list as finishing off basically. But with how long this took me to just get to this part, there's a massive gaping hole here, just to get to this part, to sew down the front, attach this bit, sew down the one side, sew in loads of ends. It took me hours. I don't know why it took me so long. I think I was distracted. I must have been distracted. And I was trying to get this front bit lined up. Hang on. There we go. I was trying to get this front bit lined up and I couldn't get it lined up. I kept having to pull it out, put it back in. Oh, it was driving me mad. But so yeah, it took me ages. So this is why they're not finished. I was hoping they would be, but they're not. And I don't foresee them getting finished for next week either, because yeah, it just took me so long to do. But yeah, there we are. That's where I'm at. It is in progress of being sewn up. I have a massive bag of stuffing over there, so hopefully that will be enough for all 3. But yeah, there is slow progress on these now. As I say, I think the last couple of weeks there's been quite quick progress on them, but they're slowing down now. They are, yeah, it's crunch time and they're slowing. But I still foresee that they will be done by September when I need them. Now that I've said that out loud, I realise I really do need to get them finished, because yeah, September's going to be upon us before we know it, because we are in August now. When did that happen? We are partway through August. Yes, I am really running out of time on these, so I might actually, oh my gosh, the months are just slowly creeping away. Yeah, I'll work on these and I'll work on the Dotty Cardigan today, I think. I might even take these with me, or the Dotty Cardigan. I might take I don't know. We'll see. I still need to decide what projects I'm bringing with me. I know one of them and you'll see it in a bit. It's wonderful. But yeah, I mean, they're all in here, so it's not too big. That's cute, isn't it? The 3 little heads. Can you? That's beautiful. I love that. That's made my day. I don't know why that's made my day. Little chickens poking out the door. Anyway, right, okay. Oh, let's put that over there. Okay. The next item, I'm not getting through these very quick, am I? The next item on my works in progress list, you can just see him poking out here. This is my snake draft blocker. I always get confused by that, but it is my snake draft blocker by Tanis Gray, and it is out of the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book, which is brilliant, by the way, absolutely brilliant. I just want to double check something actually. I've got a pattern in here. Oh, I've got a pattern for the souffle top in there. Put that over there. Anyway, this is the progress of the snake draft blocker so far. I love this so much. So I need, I think, a few more stripes. I was about to say, so I'll work on this today. I don't have that much time, but there we go. That is where we're at. So it's getting nice and big now. I've stuffed it to about here, so obviously it still needs a bit more stuffing here. But this is where I got to the last time you saw it, and I've done a couple more stripes. This was bedtime knitting, but something else has taken its place. I made the mistake of casting the other thing on before I actually finish this bit. I mean, I've only got a couple more stripes to do now, so I am close, but yeah, really nice. And then I've got to figure out what I'm doing for the eyes, because yeah, I can't find anything that will work for the eyes, so I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to get some felt, some white felt, and use some of these eyes and put those in the middle, or whether I crochet a little piece of white and then put that, I don't know. I need to think about the eyes, and I still haven't done it. So yeah, this is where we're at. So hopefully it should be finished by October. I was about to say August. My gosh, I'm getting confused by my months. But yes, it should be finished by October. I don't think I have the ball bands in here. Oh no, I do. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, I have them. Right, I'll show you this one. So this is Stylecraft Special Aran, and the orange colour is called Copper. And then the other colour, the black, is called Black. There we are. And these are 100% acrylic. I thought 100% acrylic would be good for this because it's going to be on the floor. I don't want to put 100% wool or any really blend of wool on the floor because, yeah, something's going to take a nibble out of it, aren't they? And if this is going to live by a door, it's going to get dirty. You know, it's just going to need to be easy to clean. So there it is. I love this so much. So good. And I'm really pleased with the colours as well because they actually work really, really well. But it barely fits in the bag now. As you can see, it barely fits. But yeah, I'm stuffing him as I go up to a certain point because I realised if I stuffed all the way to where I was knitting, then it kind of made it a bit difficult because the knitting of it while it's stuffed is, yeah, it's not so easy. But yes, so that is the snake draft blocker where I'm at. The next item, this one's an interesting one because you've seen this in several stages and the stage you're about to see it in might be a bit confusing. But this is my Sacred Woods sweater by Janine Miska. Yes, I know. The last time you saw this, I think I had it on. And I was doing I just picked up for a sleeve. I know, we're back to the start. So you may or may not remember, but I said that I was going to rip it back because it was just too wide. It just was too big for me. This is a crochet garment that I want to make, that I want to finish, and that I want to wear. I have made a crochet garment before, but it did not fit, and I had to rip it back because, oh my goodness, it was beautiful, but because it was so dense and I was using so much yarn, I think my tension was completely off. I was using far too much yarn and it was getting really heavy and I was nowhere near finishing it. So I want to get better at crochet garments and I'm going to do this right. So I have ripped it back. I ripped it all the way back. I didn't need to rip it all the way back, but I did. And I've started again, basically. So that is where we're at with it at the minute. Not very far in, but essentially this is a big long strip. It will then fold in half and it will be worn that way, like that. So yeah, I just need to plow away, keep going with that, but that is why it is in the state it's in. Obviously it is extremely different to the last time you saw it, as I say. So I feel like it's deja vu with this project, unfortunately. So I might not show this again until it gets to the stage that it was at previously. So once I'm at the sleeve stage. But let me know on it. I'm more than happy to show you progress weekly, but because you have seen this once at the sleeve stage, it kind of doesn't make sense to keep showing it you when you've already seen the progress once before, if that makes sense. But in all transparency, it has been frogged. All the yarn is here, rolled up into balls. And yeah, I mean, it was a bit sad that I had to rip it back, but I'm glad I did, because it was a lot to rip back, don't get me wrong, but I'm glad I did, because I want to wear it. I just want to wear it, and I feel like in the size that it was in, it is supposed to be oversized, but it was a bit over, and it was just, yeah, I didn't like how it looked, basically, and I feel like if it had lost a couple of inches, it would have been great. So yeah, that is full transparency what I've done, and that's where we're at the minute. So yeah, I will do my best to get back to the stage it was at as quickly as possible, but no guarantees on that one. As I say, I probably won't show you that now until we're back at the stage for the sleeves, because yeah, excuse me, I've got fluff up my nose once again. Yeah, that is that. And do I actually have a ball band? Oh, I do. Brilliant. So I even have the bag that tells me what it is. So the yarn I'm using for this project is Paintbox Yarns Wool Blend Worsted. It is a blend of 25% wool, 75% acrylic, and it is in the colourway 21. And there we go, that's that one. Sacred Woods Sweater by Janine Miska. It is a fantastic crochet project, garment project, and it's such an interesting construction. I mean, I haven't made many crochet garments. I've tried, I think, 2 in the past, but I think that being the second one. But that construction is just really interesting, just how it's put together. So yeah, check out her book. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, on to the next item, and that is in this bag. So this one, I do have a thank you to put out as well, but I will show you what it is first. This is John the Woodpecker, and John is the last bird of Christmas. That's number 12, and yeah, he's getting there. I can't remember where I was podcast wise, but I know that in my behind the scenes last week I wanted to get a leg done. So what we have is we managed to finish one of the legs in behind the scenes, which looks, you know, very leg-like. It's quite interesting construction, this foot as well, because I've not done a foot like this yet, so that was good. And I've actually doubled up and I've completed the second leg. So he's got both his legs. Now we just need the 2 wings, the beak and the tail. Now, what I need to say as well is that when I was making the head part, I've changed what the book says, because the book said, I'm trying to think how to word this properly, but if I come a bit closer. So as you can see, the front of the head on John, it's all right. Oh, I think my my camera is going a bit funny. My apologies. Hopefully the footage is perfect. But so the front of the head is in cream. The back of the head is in ruby. So the front of the head is usually where the decreases are on the body. So you can see the shape of the body. It slopes up. The back just goes straight up. So the cream needs to be here. However, from memory, the book basically said to change to ruby for this front bit and for cream for the back, which, as I say, for me did not make sense, because cream needed to be here. So I did what I felt was right, and I ignored the book. I followed the book, but I also ignored it. I followed the book in terms of the amount of stitches, when to do decreases, when to do increases, and so on and so forth. But wherever it said ruby, I did cream. Wherever it said cream, I did ruby. And that's what I got. Now, after mentioning this in my behind the scenes episode, I have noticed a comment on that video. So thank you so much to your comment. I had no idea this existed, so thank you very much. I can now let everybody know, because there might be people out there who also didn't know it existed. But if you have a publication by Toft, so one of their books, I've got the Crochet the 12 Birds of Christmas. It is called A Partridge in a Pear Tree. And if you go onto Toft's website, there is an ERRATAS page. So what that means is it's a page that lists all of the publications, and if you go into the publication, so for me, it was the 12 Birds of Christmas book, it lists all the errors, or all the corrections to errors that are in the book. And I never knew that existed. And apparently there were a couple more. I think Margot, where is she? Margot, the swan, she had an errata, an error fix. and so did Nina actually, Nina the sandpiper. So my Nina has more spots on her tail than she should have. But yeah, that was really, really fascinating, and it does correct, I believe it does correct the colour difference. So that was the only area that I came across that I have manually fixed myself. But it is really good to know that there is an error page on Toft's website. So I will link that page below just in case you ever need it, or just in case you, like me, did not know it was there. I will put it there. You might have one of the publications and it might be useful for you. It was definitely useful for me. So thank you so much to the person that put that comment. As I say, I still haven't got back to everybody, but I do read the comments, and yeah, I'm just really, really grateful for these suggestions, these helpful comments, just everything. It's just fantastic. So yeah, there we have it. That is John the Woodpecker. Do you know, I'll be so happy. I don't know, it's going to be a mixed bag, isn't it? I'm going to be like so happy that they're done, but equally I'll be quite sad because then I haven't got the 12 Birds of Christmas anymore. They'll be done. But yes, anyway. Right, on to the next item. This one is a cross stitch, and this is the lovely Trick or Treat cross stitch by Letty Stitch. Now this one I haven't done a lot to. The back stitch is taking me ages and I want to do it really well, but since the last time you saw it I have done that sweep, and that was done in my behind the seams episode. But yeah, I've got a lot of back stitching to do. I've got to do all the cats, I've got to do this ghost up here, that needs back stitching, all of these individual items. I think once I get to the cats and the pumpkin, it's going to be a bit easier because it's a lot of trying to figure out how to carry the thread behind all of these items, and yeah, I'm just trying to do a decent job. But yeah, that's where we're at the minute. I've said this before, but I would like to get this done before Halloween. I really doubt I'm going to be able to do the other one. So where is the other one? This is the other one. Oh, thread everywhere. This is the other one. So good. So with how long this one's taking me, I'm pretty sure I'm not even going to be able to start this one. So my plan is to get this one done for this year's Halloween, and then next year's Halloween I'm going to go give this one a go. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. But yeah, there it is. It's gorgeous. I love it. But yeah, it's just taking me a little bit longer. It is what it is, isn't it, really? Right, okay, so the final work in progress that I have to show you is, oh, hang on, we've got a stray needle. There we are. I've left my thread live, so that's probably not going to be as pretty as it could be, but here it is. So this is my progress on the Witchy Way sew along, cross stitch along. The Witchy Way sew along, we'll go with that. The Witchy Way sew along by Caterpillar cross stitch. And it looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. It looks really, really good. So these cross stitch, Caterpillar cross stitch, they don't usually have any back stitch. In fact, I don't think they have any patterns with back stitch. So they're really, really good for beginners. And they also, I don't have it. I do have something that I'll show you in a moment. So you'll see what I'm going to explain. But when you get the pattern, you get the standard coded pattern, like the black and white pattern, but you also get a coloured pattern, so a colour coded one. So it just makes life a little bit easier, especially for beginners. I'm used to using the black and white ones, so I'm happy to use those. But yeah, I really, really love them, and this just looks so good, doesn't it? So this is the first clue of the Witchy Way, and the next clue is going to be out on the 13th of August. So what is that? Is that Tuesday? Or Wednesday? Oh my god, why can't I do maths? You'd think in the line of work I do. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Tomorrow's the 11th. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Oh, that's interesting. So the next clue is going to be out on Tuesday, and I am really not that close to finishing clue 1. So I think as long as I can finish it for Halloween. I'm putting a lot on myself here, aren't I? But I absolutely love this. This is just the one house, and it looks like there's 5 houses. So I'm I'm asking a lot of myself, but there we go, that's it. It's looking great, and I really love this colour palette. It's just so fun. It's gorgeous. So that is my Witchy way. Right, okay, now we are on to cast-ons. I am super excited to show you this. If you have seen behind the scenes, my apologies, I keep bringing it up, but if you have seen it, you will have seen what my cast-on is. However, you haven't seen it as it is right now because I've done some work on it. So I'm just going to show you the awesome bag. This is the shop I went to in Bergen in Norway when we went on holiday in April. And I bought some very special yarn, and I'll show you the yarn first. So I bought this absolutely beautiful colourway, and this is hand dyed in Bergen, and it is hand dyed by Fjord Fibres, and this has been my greatest holiday yarn purchase success ever. This is exactly what I look for when I go on holiday. I look for a yarn that is hand dyed locally, and tick tick tick, it really fits. And this colourway is called Forage, and it's just gorgeous. I want to go back to Bergen just so I can buy some more. She does have a website. I will link that below, as I will do with everything that I talk about. I will link the majority of it below. The only things I don't tend to link are, say for example, when I mentioned the yarn for my Dotty cardigan. So this is a Stylecraft yarn. Stylecraft special, is that right? I'm forgetting, but that is a yarn that's available from multiple retailers. So whenever it's like that, like a commercially dyed yarn, I tend not to put that in the links below because you can get it from a number of different places. Whereby if I'm showing you something that is hand dyed by an independent dyer, I will then link their website below because there's only one place you can really get it. So there we are. That is that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And let me get it out the bag. Hang on. Oh, there we are. Okay, right. And while I was also in Norway, I bought this colourway, this yarn, which is Fulkalana Tilia, which is 70% mohair and 30% silk. And it's just really nice. Goes really nicely with this. I had no idea how well it would go though. So you will have seen that I cast on the Sophie Shawl by Petite Knit. And I'm happy to say I'm loving this project. I can't put it down. It is now my bedtime knitting, and this is where I'm at. How beautiful is this? Oh my goodness, it is just stunning. It is such a fun knit. It's perfect for bedtime knitting. It has this beautiful I-cord edging, so I-cord edging down that side and I-cord edging down this side, and it is just, these yarns together are perfect. It is such a squishy, comforting yarn. Yarn mix, I should say. It's beautiful. You can see the cord for the mohair, so you can just see that just there, but that's absolutely fine. I've got no issues with that. In fact, absolutely none whatsoever. It is just, oh, look at this. Oh, it's so nice. I am just so in love with this project at the minute. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I really, it's so nice. Every time I look at it, I see more that I love about it. It's just beautiful. The yarn combination, it works so well, and the way this is dyed is just fantastic. I could not be happier with this project. Well, I could be when I finished it and I'm wearing it, but it's beautiful. The yarn, it's actually quite woolly, so it is a mix of, where are we? It is a mix of 80% wool, 20% polyester. That is her Trollfjord sock base, and yeah, it's definitely woolly. It really is woolly, but honestly, I'm so happy. I just don't want to. I want to work on this today, but I've got far too much to work on, far too much else to work on. This is bedtime knitting. I need to leave it as bedtime knitting. I might do it as car knitting tomorrow, possibly, maybe. Probably shouldn't. but I wanna. It's beautiful. Ah, so happy. This marker here, the only reason it is there is just to remind me which one is the right side of the work. I think I can tell now because the right side seems to be where the leaning is on the right. But yeah, beautiful, fantastic project, highly recommend it. It is lovely. I'm going to try to make the large size if I have enough yarn. The nice thing about this is it does seem like you get halfway, so I'll get to as far as I can go without losing too much yarn. But yeah, so I'm just holding these two together. I didn't actually explain that, did I? I'm holding the sorry. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm holding the mohair and the actual yarn together. Oh, just right, I need to put it down because otherwise I will never put it down. It's just beautiful. Don't you love it when you find something that you absolutely adore? I really do. Gorgeous. Okay, right. Enough of that. Let's get on to the final item for today, and that is acquisitions. I do have an acquisition for you, and this was something that I ordered I can't remember when. I think I ordered it when I ordered the Witchy Way, but I ordered it as a separate item because this was a pre-order and it wouldn't have come. I would have had to wait extra long for the Witchy Way, and I wanted it now, so it's here. I'm happy. So I also ordered, alongside this item, I also ordered some project bags. So they are from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I ordered my hair, apologies, but I ordered this one. So this is just the Caterpillar Cross Stitch logo. It's blank on the back, and it's just a nice cross stitch bag. So I've got another cross stitch bag, and I'll probably move the other trick or treat item into this one now, because I don't have any cross stitch bags. So the only one I have is this one, and it's an accidental one because this was actually from oh my gosh, years and years ago when I had a Japanese pen friend. She sent me this, and I don't believe it was for cross stitch, but it works perfectly. So yeah, nice that I've got another smallish one. And then I also ordered this one. This one's going to be perfect for the Witchy Way, actually, because I think it will fit. No, it won't. This hoop is just ridiculously big, basically. But this one I might have for the Witchy Way. It's got a front pocket, so you can put stuff in that front pocket. And the thing that I like, my hair, once again, is everywhere, is that the back is plastic. So it is a window. So I'll be able to see what's in there when it's in there. So let's just put it in. There you go. It does not fit, but you got the idea. And then the front is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So that's going to be great. Love that. Now I can start using them because they've been sat here waiting to be shown. Now, the big thing that I got, I say big thing, this is what I ordered. It's the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Caterpillar Club box. So they do this box, I don't think it's every month. Could be every quarter. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. I think it's every quarter though. And I think this was last. So this box is no longer available. They've got a new box, which is a Christmas themed box. This was the Halloween themed box. So let me open it up. I have already taken something out, but here we are. This is what's in here. I have taken something out. It was a lollipop. It was very tasty. I could not leave it in the box. I had to eat it. Those who know me know that I am an extreme sweet tooth, so anything that's sweet and tasty, it will not last long. That was gone very, very quick. So we've got this lovely card that says, woohoo! And on the back it says, hello lovely, thank you so much for your order and supporting our small business. Please do keep in touch with us on social media. We'd love to see your progress. And that is that. So that's the card. Then got this lovely, I love this actually, this lovely ribbon, this lovely Halloween style ribbon. I've not decided what I'm doing with this yet. There were some suggestions for using it for decorating the cross stitch, so I'll have a think. I'm not sure yet, but it is a lovely ribbon, really like that. And then we also got this lovely little needle minder. Look at that, I love that little witchy needle minder. It's Really, really cute. Love it. So I have quite a few of these now. Let me just dig out what I need. All right. So this box was called Happy Haunting, and here it is. How cute is that? That is so cute. It's like a little haunted house with ghosts and cats. Now, it does look very, very similar to the Witchy Way, but I don't mind. Can you see what I like? It's very obvious what I like, but it is called Happy Haunting Cross Stitch. I'm really, really excited. I have not opened this yet, so we're going to open it together. Let me try to... I don't like to mess it up too much. Hang on. All right, we're in. All right, we're in. So, kit contains full, easy to follow instructions. Hang on. Yep, okay, right, we're going to carry on. Ooh. So we've got this lovely, looks like, is it grey? Grey, yep, okay, so we've got some grey fabric. This, I believe, is 14 count Ada, I believe. So the same as my Witchy Way. So it's the same colour and it's the same spacing as my Witchy Way. We also get a really... Oh, this is a better view of it. So I've got a bookmark. Look. How cute is that? Oh, there's the lolly. That's what I ate yesterday. It was delicious. I'm glad there's a picture of it because I was like, I can't leave it any longer. I've got to eat it. Sorry. So we also get this card that's kind of like just a little getting started, some top tips, and it also gives you some ideas, some helpful hints on the back as well, really handy. They also have a YouTube channel, which is really, it's actually linked, the link's down here, it is on that card. Their YouTube channel is fantastic. If you want to know anything about cross stitch, please check them out because they have so many good tutorials. I learned a lot just about the fabric and I already have ideas for my next purchase from them in terms of the fabric. So I want to try even weave. So, oh, this one actually doesn't come with the black and white. So I'm going to hold this back because this is the pattern, but this is what we're doing. And as you can see, this is what Caterpillar Cross Stitch like to do. So I say for the Witchy Way we're getting the black and white PDF, but we're also getting the colour PDF, and this just makes it that little bit easier, beginner friendly I should say, when you're actually marking things off. And you've got all your key down here and that key corresponds to the colour palette. Look at this colour palette. It's so nice. So I'm actually loving this. I know it's not that Halloween-y, but it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Maybe if I tilt it that way, you can see. There we go. It's going to be so lovely. So yeah, really excited about that. Really happy it's here. Don't know when I'm going to make it. That's for sure. Honestly, I think all these great things, I think, oh yeah, I'll be able to do it, it'll be fine. Absolutely fine, it's not going to take me that long. The Witchy Way has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. So, I don't know when it's going to get done, but I'm really happy that it's here. And I really liked this box. I have not ordered the next box because the design wasn't really for me. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't for me. I don't know, I can't even explain what I like in terms of cross stitch. I'm very fussy, let's put it that way, but this style really tickles my fancy. I really like this style, and yeah, really happy to have found Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I don't even know how I found them, if I'm honest. I think it was an advert on Instagram, but yeah, really happy with this, and yeah, got a lot of stuff to do. Right, I believe that is absolutely everything. So thank you so much for watching. It always means the absolute world to me. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of the day and a lovely week. I'm looking forward to being back next week, so I will see you then, and I hope to see you in my next video.